that down. Let's jump into this. Everybody knows in film school, day one, the thing they teach you is when you put out a movie trailer, have at least 7 shots of your main hero running.
Yes.
And Mission Impossible took that lesson very seriously because the new trailer for Mission Impossible 8, aka Mission Impossible, the Final Reckoning.
Keep running. Oh, it's Final Reckoning. Yeah.
Mission Impossible, Keep Running has dropped. Now, of course, you guys know that the horribly titled Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, they changed their name a while ago. Remember when it came out on home video, they changed the name. Some people noticed, wait a minute, they dropped the Part 1 part.
Right.
And it just said Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. And now we know why. Because now we have Mission Impossible, not Dead Reckoning Part 2. We have Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. Now, of course, this is better naming conventions. You should never name your first movie of anything Part 1 because it tells the audience, don't come see it yet. Wait till the second part comes out, sort of thing. So at any rate, new trailer comes out. And there are things I love about it and things that I didn't like all that much about it. First of all, let me just say, I really like Dead Reckoning. Like, I was really bummed out that it didn't do nearly as well at the box office as it should have. And I'm sure that part of that had to do with the delays. I'm sure part of that had to do with the titling. I'm sure part of that, anyway, whatever. But I really liked the movie. I don't think it's the best Mission Impossible movie, but I thought it was really quite good. And a couple of jaw in my lap kind of moments. Oh my God, they killed her. Like, sort of thing. Right? Love the movie. Excited about Part 2. It really does feel like this is now, because remember when Ghost Protocol was supposed to be like Tom Cruise's swan song? That was going to be it. And then they were going to hand off the series, and then that never really happened. This really does feel like this is going to be the last Mission Impossible movie. Like everything from the title, Final Reckoning. And did you notice in the trailer, there was a bunch of callbacks to previous?
Right.
Including, like, correct me, wasn't that the rabbit's foot from Mission Impossible 3? And that one scene that he's holding, are they bringing all that into it now too? And then, of course, he says at the end, "Trust me,
one last time."
Last time.
Well, and also Kittredge was like, "Everything you've done has led you to this point." Yeah. So that over those images. So yeah, I agree.
And now why am I freezing on her name? The actress,
Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett, now president, right?
I kind of wish I watched all the Mission Impossible movies because none of the callbacks in this trailer.
I'm too behind.
My first movie was...
They are old. Some of them were very old callbacks.
My first movie was this last one. So, but I really had a good time. I really liked it. I can't wait to see this one. I may not get all the references from the past movies, but Tom Cruise is there. He's going to do something crazy.
There'll be exposition.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we saw it, like, even in the trailer. He's literally on the outside of a biplane holding on as it's doing rotations, and he's like hanging off of a plane, and you know that's not CGI. That's him doing it.
They filmed that a while ago because it seems like those are the two planes where he had that special video before they showed the trailer.
Yeah, you're right.
Because he was just standing on top of it. So they actually did something.
For those of you who don't know what Ray's talking about, just before Dead Reckoning Part 1 at the time
always the case,
came out, there was a little promo video like at CinemaCon that they showed us. And then I think they released it online as well.
Yeah,
of Tom Cruise just talking about, thank you for watching Dead Reckoning Part 1. And then the camera pans back and he's literally sitting or standing on top of an in-flight airplane.
And then it goes straight down.
And then dives down. And that's the plane that's in the shot, I believe.
Yeah.
So clearly that was back from when they were filming it. I think look, two things I didn't like about the trailer, to be honest. Didn't like the music choice. The music didn't feel epic. Do you remember that one Mission Impossible movie? I think it was the one before Dead Reckoning, where they had that song from Imagine Dragons.
All right.
I think it's called Can't Fight the System, or the Friction or System, whatever it's called. And it's like, Can't Fight the Friction. I
think that was the one with
the
Henry Cavill
music drops, and it's just this heart, chest pumping music. And this was very kind of, I felt like this was a royalty-free track they bought off of musicscore.com or something.
Can I ask the audience a favor? Please, when rewatch this trailer, close your eyes. When the music is playing, in your best Optimus Prime voice, say, I am Optimus Prime.
Ray did that while we were watching it.
And tell me it doesn't sound like a Transformer.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it until Ray did it. Ray's watching the trailer, and all of a sudden he just goes, I am Optimus Prime. I'm like, holy crap, that is what the music sounds like.
The perfect Transformer song, actually.
Anyway, then the other thing I didn't like so much, and maybe they did it on purpose as a joke, but there were like 5 shots of just Tom Cruise doing his Tom Cruise run, right? It's like, okay, we get it.
He's a fit guy.
And then they did it again, and then they did it again, and then they did it again. Now, of course, that's a big joke about Tom Cruise movies, right? You always got to have the Tom Cruise running scene. So I don't know if that was kind of like a wink to the audience that they put it in like over and over and over and over again, but it started feeling silly, but whatever.
One last question. For those who've seen the previous movies, how much of this trailer was shots from previous movies? And
a little bit,
Okay.
but most of it seems like is original footage.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, The Perfect Jean. So the colder season is here, and guess what? I am living in the perfect jean. These jeans are super stretchy, soft, and totally trick people into thinking I've got my life together. And I'm telling you this because I actually love them. These are absolutely, no questions asked, my favorite jeans that I have ever owned. And yes, the folks over at The Perfect Jean are paying me to say that, but it's still absolutely true. These are my favorite jeans ever. These jeans have enough stretch to accommodate Thanksgiving dinner and are comfy enough to wear all day watching Sunday football. Plus, even though they feel like sweatpants, they look good enough to be your go-to pants for date night. And listen, the Perfect Jean isn't even just pants. They've revolutionized t-shirts as well. The Perfect Tee has just enough stretch to hide that beer belly while accentuating your arms and chest for that flawless look. My guys, it's finally time to stop crushing your balls in uncomfortable jeans by going to theperfectjean.nyc. Our listeners get 15% off your first order, plus free shipping, free returns, and free exchanges when you use the code CAMPEA at checkout. That's 15% off for new customers at theperfectjean.nyc with the promo code Campea. And after you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support the John Campea Show and tell them we sent you. F your khakis and get the perfect jean. Guys, question is for you. What did you think about the new trailer for Mission Impossible 8, aka Mission Impossible Final Reckoning? I liked it overall very much. I'm excited to see it. I love the last one. I can't wait to see it. Do you think this will be the last one, as they're kind of hinting in the trailers? I mean, Tom Cruise is in his 60s now. But I don't know. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show Podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.